The auto market is always buzzing with trends, shifts, and the occasional outright chaos, but the latest headlines have sent shockwaves through both dealers and buyers. In an unexpected twist, certain cars, once prized as golden tickets to profit, are now being treated like hot potatoes by dealerships. These vehicles, now under an unflattering spotlight, are being offloaded at record speeds as dealers scramble to make room for what's next. This sudden push to dump inventory has left car enthusiasts, bargain hunters, and industry insiders scratching their heads and asking, "What's going on?" But before we proceed further, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe. To set the stage, it's worth noting that the automotive industry is as much about timing as it is about horsepower. Dealers operate in a precarious balancing act, juggling trends, seasonal shifts, and consumer demand. But sometimes, even the most seasoned dealership owners can misjudge the market's next move. Cars that seemed like surefire hits a few months ago are now sitting on lots like forgotten leftovers. And when inventory becomes a liability rather than an asset, action needs to be swift and decisive. At the center of this frenzy are a handful of models that, for reasons ranging from inflated expectations to a mismatch with current buyer preferences, have fallen out of favor faster than a half-baked reality show. Take midsize sedans, for instance. Once the bread and butter of suburban driveways, their appeal has been steadily eroded by the SUV craze. Now, a batch of overstocked sedans is staring at dwindling buyer interest. But it's not just sedans. Some SUVs and trucks, too, are on the chopping block as dealers reckon with an overstock issue that has grown too big to ignore. The reasons for this sudden inventory dump are as varied as the cars themselves. In some cases, manufacturers overproduced certain models in anticipation of a post-pandemic sales boom that never quite materialized. In others, rapidly changing preferences have left dealers holding the proverbial bag. Electric vehicles, EVs, for instance, are stealing headlines and consumer dollars alike, making traditional gas-powered cars, especially those with subpar fuel economy, a harder sell. Meanwhile, rising interest rates have made financing less attractive, tightening the belt on many would-be buyers and leaving dealers with more cars than they can move. But the market isn't just about dollars and cents, it's about perception. And perception can shift on a dime. A car that's seen as yesterday's news doesn't just lose monetary value, it loses cultural cachet. Some models now being offloaded were hyped to oblivion when they launched, only to fall short in real-world appeal. Their cutting-edge tech, overcomplicated. Their design, too polarizing. Their performance, fine but nothing to write home about. Dealers know that a stale inventory is the kiss of death, and they're racing to dump these cars before their reputations solidify as May machines. The humor in this situation comes from watching the scramble. Picture a dealer, tie slightly loosened, pacing the lot with a mixture of determination and panic as they try to convince every passerby that this car is the deal of the decade. They'll throw in floor mats, lifetime oil changes, a handshake with the manager, whatever it takes to move metal. It's almost comical to see the lengths some will go to clear inventory. From balloon-adorned windshields to increasingly dramatic ads promising savings so big you won't believe your eyes. The implications of this mass inventory dump are far-reaching. For buyers, it's an opportunity to snag a deal. Prices are being slashed, incentives are being piled on, and negotiating power has shifted firmly into the hands of the consumer. Savvy shoppers can leverage the glut of cars to their advantage, securing discounts that would have been unthinkable even a year ago. However, not all that glitters is gold. Some of these fire sale vehicles come with compromises, features that don't align with current standards, designs that may feel dated sooner rather than later, or resale values that could drop like a stone. For the industry, the current inventory purge is a wake-up call. It underscores the volatility of the market and the risks of overproduction. Automakers and dealers alike will need to reassess their strategies, learning to read the tea leaves of consumer demand with greater accuracy. This could mean tighter inventory management, more flexible production models, and a stronger focus on understanding what buyers actually want, not just what manufacturers hope they'll want. There's also a ripple effect to consider. As dealers dump these cars at discounted prices, the resale market takes a hit. Why pay a premium for a lightly used car when you can get a new one for nearly the same price? This dynamic is creating tension for private sellers, who now find themselves competing with steeply discounted dealer inventory. In turn, it may push down prices across the board, creating a buyer's market that's ripe for exploration, but brutal for anyone trying to unload their own vehicle. While the immediate focus is on the cars themselves, There's a deeper story here about how consumer habits and technological trends are reshaping the automotive landscape. Buyers today are increasingly drawn to vehicles that promise efficiency, connectivity, and a touch of futurism. Hybrid and electric cars are no longer fringe options. They're becoming the standard by which all others are judged. Traditional combustion engines, particularly in models that don't deliver exceptional performance or economy, are facing an uphill battle. Dealers dumping these cars might be sending a signal: adapt or be left behind. Yet, even amid the chaos, there's something oddly satisfying about the whole affair. It's a reminder that the automotive industry, for all its polish and precision, is still deeply human. Decisions are made, gambles are taken, and sometimes it all goes sideways. Watching dealerships scramble to unload their misjudged inventory is like watching a chef try to salvage a recipe gone wrong. It's messy, sometimes frantic, but undeniably compelling. For dealers, this is a moment of reckoning. They'll need to learn from this experience, figuring out how to better predict and respond to market dynamics. Some will come out stronger, having used the chaos to refine their strategies. Others may find themselves stuck in a cycle of overpromising and underdelivering. Either way, the current inventory dump is a stark reminder that in this business, there's no room for complacency. For the rest of us, it's a chance to score a deal, or at least watch the drama unfold from a safe distance. Whether you're in the market for a car or just an interested observer, there's plenty to take in. The sight of balloon-laden lots and desperate dealers might be amusing, but it's also a window into an industry in flux. Cars are more than just machines. They're symbols of progress, status, and aspiration. When those symbols falter, it's a spectacle worth paying attention to. As this story continues to unfold, one thing is certain: the automotive industry never stays still for long. Just as dealers rush to dump their unwanted inventory, new models and trends are waiting in the wings, ready to take their place. For now, though, the spotlight is on those cars sitting in dealer lots, waiting to find new homes. They may not be perfect, but they're part of a tale that's equal parts cautionary and captivating, proof that even in the fast-paced world of cars, sometimes the brakes need to be slammed before the wheels fall off. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more engaging content. We thrive on your feedback, so be sure to leave your thoughts in the comments section below. Until next time, keep discovering and stay tuned.